What's up guys? Tyler V at ZZP here, back with another Goblin video. Today we had Scott's Goblin on the dyno again. The car was here originally back in 2021, 2022 I believe, for an entry-level turbo kit, otherwise stock engine, stock trans, just freshly built. Last time the car was here, we made 335 wheel. Pretty respectable, not bad. However, we were fighting A, it's on 93 octane, B, the stock cooling system on these Goblins is not the greatest. It's a very small heat exchanger. It relies very heavily on the car moving forward. So last time we weren't quite able to get the numbers that we wanted, but Scott was happy. As we all do, Scott wanted a little more power. So he came back, we redid the cooling system, we added a dual pass inline, as well as our stage 2 cams and valve springs. Now, if you saw the recent-ish blue car video, we picked up some solid power on a blower car. Same stage 2 cams, however, obviously, in the turbo configuration here. Pretty incredible. This car has come a long way and it made a lot more power. For reference, we made 379 wheel horsepower today at the same exact peak boost power. Now, the reason why I want to point out peak is obviously as you add those cams and valve springs and rev it out, especially on a larger turbo like a Z54, you're becoming more and more efficient, the engine is, as it goes up in RPM. So last time, that 23 peak ended up at about 21 out the door, at probably around 7,000 RPM. Today, 23 was peak, but at the same time, out the door we were only at about 18, 19 PSI. So it gained efficiency in those higher rev ranges, and then obviously we were able to make quite a bit more power. Outside of the cam change and the cooling change, the only real thing that I did was we leaned it out a little bit. Last time it was very conservative at around an 11.3 AFR. Today we were at an 11.8. What was even better is this is not leaning on the setup at all. 12.5 degrees of timing and 11.8 is not that wild of an AFR, even on 93. And even with the cooling setbacks that you get from a Goblin, this car is still able to make some great power. This is gonna be way more than he's gonna need for the street. It's gonna be a little unruly, but he's gonna be very happy with the outcome when it comes to this. I took it around the street before we hit the dyno, and even at 17 pounds on the street, this thing is a handful. These Goblins are getting quite a bit more and more fun to me, and the reason I say that is they're a little intimidating in one aspect I should say. Obviously you're riding around in a little death cage when it comes to other cars on the street, but man, are they fun. And especially when you put a turbo on these, as with any LSJ, it makes a ton of power. You can rip the tires loose, you can have a good time, but you gotta be pretty careful. So we're gonna send it home with Scott. I think he's gonna be very satisfied. It's a great platform, it's a great engine. We like working on these things a lot now, and I enjoy it because I do get quite a few Goblin remote tune customers, and now that I've had more and more seat time, I can manipulate things within the tune to make the driving experience better. So whether it's remote tuning or bringing your car here to finish up your build or just give it those last few touches that you didn't want to do at home, reach out to me, tyler.v@zzperformance.com, or Bo if you want to get the scheduled service at zzperformance.com. I'm gonna go take this for one more rip around the street just because, you know, I need to feel it at its current power level. So we'll catch you next time. Let us know if you want more Goblin content because I'm here for it. We'll see ya. Peace.